Hey guys, welcome back to another video in my channel, and in today's video we're going to be discussing the different average salaries here in Denmark. So if you are someone planning to come to Denmark or having a job interview in a Danish company, especially from abroad, and you don't have any idea about what are the salaries, minimum salaries that you can get in different profession. So in this video I'm going to be answering all those, and I'll also show you on the website of immigration and all the right website where you can get the right information. So I have a list here in front of me, which was released here on 5th of January 2023. So it's quite new. So in that list it explains the different kinds of salaries, average salaries in different professions here in Denmark. So these professions are also listed on the positive list mentioned by the immigration, which makes it much easier for you guys to get the visa and come to Denmark and work in these professions. So let's dive into it. So if you are an international coming to Denmark, especially from non-European countries, in order for you to get the visa, you need to earn a minimum amount of money in order for you to get the visa. That is defined by the immigration. So I have a website here. You can see application submitted on and after 1st of January 2023. The minimum amount is 465,000 per year Danish kroners you have to earn. So that is actually 38,750 Danish kroners per month. So that is the minimum salary you have to ask your employer to give you in order for you to get the visa to work here in Denmark. So yeah, so there was a difference. So last year it was 448,000. So it has been increasing. Even before that it was 45. Oh my God, it has been increased a lot, and you need to, so every time you also, if your visa runs out and you are switching jobs, so you have to remember and be mindful of these things, that you need to have this minimum amount of salary in order for you to stay in Denmark. So yeah, so that's the first thing which you have to remember. And let's look at the different salaries. So I have a list here from 65 different jobs, profession here in Denmark, which has an average salary. So the list is in Danish, but I will actually read it out loud in some of the important professions that you can work here in Denmark. So let's get started. As you can see, it says also here, the average salary in Denmark in 2021 was 39,500, and the average salary in 2023 is increased to 42,500. So it has increased, and it's probably due to this war in Ukraine and all the everything is expensive here in Denmark recently. So it's maybe due to that. But here's the list. So this is it says it will give you an overview of different professions in Denmark where you get the salaries. So the first one is the pilot. That earns a lot of money. It's like 90,500 Danish kroners per month. And another one is this is judge, this is advocate, which is 68,400. And this is really surprising to me. This is pharmacist. Yeah, this is pharmacists. Pharmacists earn a lot in Denmark. So growing up, I have not noticed, like, in India and stuff, that pharmacists are actually given so much credit here, and it's a good profession to be in here in Denmark. So pharmacists actually earn more than normal doctor. This is doctor, which is 61,600 Danish kroners, and the dentist, which is 62,500 Danish kroners. And pharmacists actually earn 65,200, but that's also basic average salary. So if you're a doctor and you're specialized in something, of course the salary will be around 85,000, 90,000, depending upon the years of experience and the field. And also if you're a dentist and have your own clinic, then you can decide how much the salary is gonna be, because that depends. So the next one is engineer. So engineers in Denmark can get up to 60,000, almost like 59,200 Danish kroners. And this is key, because a lot of software developers are coming to Denmark from India, especially they work in a Danish company in India, and then they come here, move here from the company, and then switch jobs. So this is the expected salary you can ask for if you're a software developer here in Denmark. But of course, this is a normal average salary. But depending upon the years of experience and the level of education that you have, if you have a master's degree, you get a little bit more, and if you have more experience, then you of course get more salary. But yeah, this is a normal salary. That's actually a good amount for a software developer. And let's go down, skip this, and this is this is animal doctor, so veterinarian, which is actually high, like 53,900. That's almost 54,000 Danish kroners for a veterinarian. So if you're someone coming to Denmark and you like to work with animals, you can, and you can get a good amount. And this was actually also a surprise, that this is like a professor on a visa and stuff, like professor who teaches at the university and stuff, which who gets less salary than the normal teacher at the high school, which is 50,800 Danish kroner. It's almost 400 difference now. So 700 difference. So the next one is the train driver, which gets around 49,300. This is psychologist. Librarian actually gets a good amount here, like 46,000 Danish kroner. And this is plumber. Who would think, like, so normal things like plumbers and handyman in Denmark cost a lot of money if you want to hire their services. So if you are into those categories, it's actually really great to work here in Denmark. Sometimes you actually don't even have to speak Danish in some cases. So plumber, painter, electrician, or handyman, yeah, they get really good salaries. See here, the plumber gets 44,200. That's the average salary. So in my videos I talk a lot about healthcare job professions here in Denmark, which I recently made. If you haven't checked those videos, do check it out. And their salaries, for example, the midwife in Denmark can get up to 43,300 Danish kroner, and the nurse can get up to the similar amount, 43,200. So yeah, if you are someone considering in this profession coming to Denmark, you get this much salary, but of course it increases. And also, especially if you are into this profession, you're probably working in a Danish public hospital, so that means it's a government. You get a lot of benefits working in there, because then there's a good pension, and then there's a good benefits, especially if you have kids, or sick days and vacations. You get so much more with regards to flexibility and all the other things. So after that is the policeman, politibetjent, like a havaldar or something. So they get normal 43,000. This is advocate, secretary for advocate, and this is optician, electrician, like I mentioned. See, 43,000 to 42,200 Danish kroner. Mechanic gets 41,500, and the fireman 40,500. This is a policeman who is in the prison, like a havaldar in the prison. So so policeman who works in the prison, so they get this much amount, 37,300. Yes. Yeah, so this one, actually, this is interesting. This and the next one, this is a painter. Painter can get a good amount, which is 35,500. That's a good amount for painting. So I know there's a lot of talent in different countries where these kind of jobs are not appreciated because they are considered very low, and the salary is not quite high. So if you're someone belongs to these categories, for example, bus driver, truck driver, painter, electrician, plumbers, they have really great value for their work here in Denmark. They are quite expensive, and actually I will show you the most interesting one is this and this. This is actually your barber or a hairdresser, and it comes into the positive list that is defined by the immigration. So if you are good at cutting hairs and beauty and other stuff, and good at hairdressing, you can really come to Denmark and earn a good amount of money, because that's actually really good salary. 35,000 for a hairdresser, that's a lot of money for cutting hairs. And yeah, it's quite expensive here in Denmark. The normal cut for the men cost around 300 kroners. So cheapest you'll get around 250 and also depends where you cutting it from. So salaries for hairdresser are quite high in Denmark. And this one is bus driver. So bus driver gets really great salary in Denmark, which is 34,300 Danish kroners. This is gardener, and if you're a baker and a cook in the kitchen. So let's get down here. So fast food helper, which is if you're working in the McDonald's or Burger King, you can get around 29,400. So these are like full-time professions. You have to be working full-time. And if you work in the kitchen as a helper, 27,500, and on the as a cashier, 26,700. So yeah, these are the different salaries are in Denmark, but of course they may vary according to your years of experience and the job. And yeah, I hope this gave you a good idea. And if your profession is not here, please write that into the comment section so I can explain to you what is an average salary for your profession. So now that we looked at different salaries, we will also look at they have this website called Job Index where you can calculate the salaries. So if you're coming to Denmark and you don't know what to expect as a salary, so you can actually also calculate, but there is a trick to it. So let's look at here, for example. So this is a website called Job Index where they have this salary calculator. You can calculate your salary. So let's say if you are a software developer. So yeah, software utvikler, that is software developer in Denmark. So we'll just check this one. And the amount changes. So what kind of region you're going to be working. So let's say Midtjylland or Copenhagen, Greater Copenhagen area. So salary just increased a little bit, but yeah. And this where you check your level of education. If you have just bachelor's, this one and this one, and then so let's see, this probably is with the master's degree, and the years of experience you have maybe minimum 4 years, and how much experience you have as a leader, and how old are you. So let's say 32. So yeah, update. So that's the 46,100 Danish kroners you can get. But this is just normal depending upon the profiles that were created on this website and they got job offers from there. So this is actually not true. It should be more than that. So whatever the amount you get there, you should go for 8,000 extra on top of it. So that would be a real amount for you guys. Yeah, yeah, especially in Copenhagen, it's expensive and people are willing to pay, and salaries are quite high in that area. Also expenses are high, so salaries are also high. So you just have to keep that in mind. So if you're someone coming to Denmark, I hope this video gave you an overview of different salaries here in Denmark, and it will help you into your future planning coming to Denmark. So thank you for watching this video, guys, and please make sure you like this video and comment below anything you else want to hear about Denmark, and please subscribe to my channel if this video gave you any value. So thank you for watching. See you next time.